They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Roadrunners will get this season underway as toe meets leather. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Texas A&M's offense will get the football first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, it's an offense. You're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
And the Roadrunners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
The kick is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man in the middle. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's McCown. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Feels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Using his legs, it's Henry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. To the air, it's Reed. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's McCow. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Oh, he's got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point puts them on top by one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the single back. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It's third and goal and third and long. Dropping back, it's McCown. Under fire. Just threw that one way too far.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Thrown incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Using his legs, it's Daniels. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
That's caught. It's Bussey. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A&M comes back out with another first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting a pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly.
Turning it on! That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Texas A&M trying to gig them in the red zone.
exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 16 over the Groupers. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's McCown. Complete. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it inside the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Right on the money. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to
going for the goal line. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
On the ground, it's Henry. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's McCown. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Moss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the grab on 3rd. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Henry. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The quick out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air, it's McCown. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wants to throw again. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him! And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for space. It's Moss. That's the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll take it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gussie. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to...
Touchdown, Aggie! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand. It's harder to cover on the back end.
Extra point here will tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 35 over New Mexico. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. They send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Henry. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Pass to touchdown, UTSA. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had. Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Concepcion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On the move, it's Moss. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's McCown. Got a man, it's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A run for the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And the Roadrunners in the hurry-up. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Snagged out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Roadrunners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's McCoy. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Rushes on him. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, we always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you, get yourself in position to win.
Here's a hit. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Reed. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position, with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, trust your defense, get it to OT, and go try to win it there.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback's got the first. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First play of the first possession of OT. Smith takes the handoff. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggies. They strike first in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Trying to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to...
Touchdown, Roadrunners! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And it's right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And I know this offense wanted a touchdown, but it was important to make that field goal. Now, listen, your defense is on the field. It's a disadvantage to play defense second, but you know you've got to get a stop and keep them out of the end zone if you want to get the W.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
First possession in overtime. Let's find out who's the more physical side. Let's trust our offensive line to get some movement. Let's establish this run game to try and set up the win.
The give is to Smith. pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm